Good evening, everybody, and thank you for showing up live. And for those in TV land, hello, welcome to the program tonight. I think this is the 6th time I've worn a tie in the last 18 months. I see some of you have yet to wear a tie in the last 18 months. I'm envious, but if my mother was here, she would have been angry if I wasn't wearing a tie tonight. And it's the first time I've worn these particular shoes in 18 months. They still fit. So it's great to be live here. And Rabbi, thank you so much for once again putting on this event. This is the 15th time we've done this and we've been here. So congratulations to Rabbi and all of you for your support. My name is John Fanberg. I work at Brock Eichler, and it's great to be here and welcome you tonight. The Jewish Law Symposium has become one of the premier events in the New Jersey legal community, attracting up to 800 people each time. And tonight, I'm sure we have more than 800 between virtual and here in person. So thank you for participating. We have a wonderful list of panelists and speakers tonight. I want to welcome our distinguished panelists, the Honorable Rachel Fryer, who will be here, Christine Amalfi, Dr. Heidi Gardner, and my good friend Warren Usatine. The symposium was founded by Rabbi Lubin, Director of Chabad of Southeast Morris County, an organization that we've also supported for many years. We're very proud of that. And this past June, Rabbi Lubin and Chabad celebrated their 18th anniversary of service to our community with a virtual gala. I ask you now to turn your attention to the screens to see a highlight reel of this special event and learn about the wonderful projects they run throughout the year. Thank you so much for being here tonight.
Good evening and welcome to Chabad's Chai Gala, celebrating 18 years of serving this wonderful community.
Hi, my name is Rachel Ziegler. I'm a 6-year-old at Chabad Hebrew School, and I love it.
I am grateful to Chabad for providing an environment that is loving and embracing and thoughtful and kind, and demonstrates the kind of people that I would like my son to be.
This has been a very difficult year, a challenging year in so many ways, but not for one day have our doors been closed. And very early on in this pandemic, we said, what can we do to help alleviate loneliness? What can we do while so many people were shut in to their homes, isolated and scared? We got on the phone and I called people every single day. We pivoted and turned our Thanksgiving dinners into Thankful Thursdays, where every Thursday we distribute soup and dinner rolls and cookies to people that are isolated and alone, just to let them know we care. And that's the message, friends, of Chabad.
People should be involved with Chabad because it's a way of promoting Jewish ideals. The concept of charity really, to me, in the Talmud, in terms of helping people help themselves, is just so important.
So I am more than happy to deliver to people. And as we all know, it is better to give than receive. And when you deliver these packages to folks who don't expect them, they are so moved and appreciative at the thoughtfulness of Chabad and Rabbi Lubin.
Let me first pay tribute to Rabbi Lubin, wish him a mazal tov on his 18 years of service to this community.
My mom, who was in her late 90s, moved into an assisted living facility, Brookdale in Florham Park. And Rabbi Mendy would come on a weekly basis, I think, go and visit my mom, which meant a lot to us as a family since we couldn't be with her all the time. One day I walked in there and saw this beautiful Afghan in her room, and I asked her where she got it from, and she said, oh, the rabbi brought it. And then I asked one of the aides, and they were like, oh yeah, somebody from the Chabad brought the Afghan, and she loved that Afghan and kept it on her bed and was very proud of it.
I know Shabbat's work is vital, and Rabbi Lubin should be a Yankee.
So Mazel Tov, Andrew, on receiving the Chabad Service Award. Soup for you. Ask Rabbi Lubin for his chicken soup recipe. And just make sure you're not pushing your luck, little man, because Rabbi Lubin might tell you Ein Marach Bishvelcha.
Thank you very much for joining us tonight at our 15th annual Jewish Law Symposium. It's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to see so many faces in person, and of course, to know that so many of our friends are outside watching from the screen in the covered, safe, and dry area outside on the patio, and so many are watching virtually. Welcome to our annual symposium. Last year, we were totally virtual. This year, we're half and half, and next year, God willing, we should be back to normal. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Let's head in that direction, and let's get there soon. There are a lot of people I would like to thank that help make this night possible. I want to thank all of our corporate sponsors. Give it up for all of our corporate sponsors. Thank you so much for making our work possible, for the symposium and everything else you do. Thank you to all the law firms and table sponsors that we have that have bought tickets to bring people here tonight. Thank you very much. A special thank you to our lead sponsor, RWJ Barnabas Health, and all the work they do in our community, pandemic, no pandemic, they're here for us always, and we couldn't be more grateful and salute all of our healthcare heroes. So give it up for RWJ Barnabas and the good work they do in our community. On a personal note, it has been a busy year. My wife and I welcomed the 2021 model Lubin just a few months ago, our little baby daughter, who I named after my mother. And I want to thank my wife, who does so much. Arona does so much for our organization, my brother Mendy, and his wife Chaya, and our entire staff, who have done a tremendous job to make tonight possible and all our work possible throughout the year. On a more somber note, there are two people I'd like to mention in particular who we lost recently, who were instrumental in the Jewish Law Symposium. First, I'd like to mention my dear, dear friend, Jack Wergaft, of blessed memory, who passed away suddenly just a few weeks ago. Jack was a wonderful man. He was a dear friend. He was really instrumental in building the Jewish Law Symposium and proudly sat up here every year with the Jarobaum Wergaft table. And I know so many of his colleagues are here tonight paying tribute to him. And I know that Ruth and Matthew and Emily and the family are all so proud that his work and his legacy is continuing. It's a very difficult loss. I used to go out to lunch with Jack on a regular basis, and he was a wonderful man. He really, really was, and will be sorely missed, but he was so proud of everything we've done, and the work will continue, and may his memory be a blessing and continue to inspire us through his rich legacy. I also want to mention Erwin Horowitz, who was on our advisory board for many years, corporate counsel at Hart's Mountain, who passed away recently. Erwin was a wonderful man, a good friend, and may his memory be a blessing. May his wonderful family be comforted by knowing that he lived a rich and full and very vibrant and wonderful life.